women don't even have a mental capacity to chase men like how a man is supposed to with a woman. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even in our nature to do it. But it's like we're being pushed into that. A lot of men are now leaving it up to women to ask for their phone number, pursue them, holler at them. And we talking about men over 40, right? And it's crazy to me because literally a generation before them, those men were the hunters and, you know what I'm saying, pursuing women. And I'm confused because I don't know what the hell happened. Is it the Me Too movement that fucked this shit up? Or is it the feminist movement, which none I am a part of, okay? I didn't ask for this shit.
I think it's a combination of things, right? As you get older in life, you realize that you want to deal with less nonsense, right? The more you live, the more you realize that you want your life simplistic, right? Simplistic. You don't want to deal with the headache, chaos, destruction, and nonsense that comes with certain things, right? And if you're not bringing peace and tranquility into my life, then I'm good. I'm good. So to answer your question, yeah, the Me Too movement definitely is a factor for sure, because a lot of women, modern women, have weaponized the Me Too movement for certain things, right? We've seen it with the finance, we've seen it with the status and clout, fame, and attention, all this other stuff, or they just simply don't like you, right? There's women that will deploy the Me Too movement based on them not liking you or trying to get revenge, so on and so forth, right? We've seen it time and time again. So yeah, it's not just the Me Too movement, it's a collection of different things, but let's keep going.
I'm trying to figure out who dropped the ball, because now we got a whole bunch of men walking around here like they want to be the fucking women and we the fucking men. And it's tiring as fuck, honestly. You meet somebody and they really expect you to like hit them up. They don't do shit no more. And it's really sad that we have these type of men now. But I don't know if it's our fault, not me personally, but women's fault as a whole, because we kind of made these motherfuckers like this. You know what I'm saying? Like scared to approach us, scared to say shit, scared to like even be intimate with you. Men are naturally meant to be the hunters.
I mean, if they're interested in relationships and marriages, put yourself out there, pursue men, throw out choosy signals or choosing signals where men may pick up on it and perhaps approach you, right? Throw some bait out there where at the very least, a man knows that definitely you're interested in him. I'm just saying, right? You got to do something instead of boohoo-whining and complaining online at the fact that men are no longer approaching women. I mean, after all, this is the environment that they created. Stupid games get stupid prizes. I'm just saying.
And women are the gatherers. Like, women don't even have a mental capacity to chase men like how a man is supposed to with a woman. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even in our nature to do it. But it's like we're being pushed into that. And it's not a natural thing. I'm ready for the end. So I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm asking hard questions here. Like, what the happened to these men out here? We need to go back to how it was. Because I don't know how many of y'all sisters is built for this. But honestly, I'm not. Okay? We need to put out a fucking PSA. We need to get on a bullhorn and be like, wait a minute. We want to go back to how it was 10 years ago. A bitch is tired. Okay, get on your, send an email. Because we need this to be a national campaign against whatever the fuck happened. We need to go back to how it was. Because I ain't built for this. Let me know if you are.
Okay, wait. What's he said? I want to tell you, okay? Aussie Girls, is this the flavor we're at? Because all I gotta say is that's the flavor I'm at. what I want for American men to understand is most Australian women are like this. Some Australian women, okay? And the issue is that Aussie men, like, they don't get it. They don't get it. We're too much for them. We're too much for them. All the flavors we have are like Steve Irwin. Okay, they're like Steve Irwin. G'day, mate. Or they're another flavor that want 7 wives and want their wives to obey. And like, I'm sorry, but no, it's not happening. So, Aussie girls, is this the flavor we're at? And if that is the flavor you want, hit me up, because let's go on a girls trip, okay? Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, she sounds like the typical westernized modern woman. Okay, she's already talking about how she won't submit and we need to handle her. So if you have the same talking points as a westernized modern woman, we're good. We're good.
First of all, before you get mad that I said tame, listen really quickly, and I hope the women are listening as well. First of all, the reason why this thought came to my mind is because I was talking to a gentleman friend of mine, and I used the word tame. He said, oh, so you feel like you need to be hit. I said, why does taming just equate to hitting? He said, well, let's use a dog. How you tame a dog is hit it. I said, first of all, there's different breeds. Some dogs you just say sit, some dogs you feed it this and so forth. So let's use the analogy dog. Now, first of all, yes, a lot of women do have the same characteristics, but you have to figure out what type of breed is standing in front of you.
The fact that she's going along with the dog analogy is interesting. Let's keep going. Let's see what she has to say.
Where do you think the statement, take her on a date and feed her, first came from? There's a particular group of people down here studying human behavior, animal instincts. Does this woman like steak, pancakes, a slushie? What does it take to tame her animal instincts? And women are not aware that their animal instincts are getting out of control. Granted, a man is needed down here. Those hormones are needed to help you balance your animal instincts. And people feel like this is exactly how this breed should act. Do you think that a Labrador is the same way as a Chihuahua? Doesn't mean the Labrador is no longer a good dog because it has different instincts. That's the thing with women. What does it take to tame her animal instincts? We all know good old S.E., you know the rest, is helpful. But then you have to do it all the time. A lot of people don't have time for that. Might have the kids, might have to go to work. So, this is where you're supposed to learn the woman. You have to figure out what type of breed is standing in front of you. Surprise, surprise. Not all women are the same.
Let's read the caption here. How to tame a woman 101. Now, do I want to tame a woman? Do I want to handle a woman? For me personally, I don't like to speak more than once. If I have to repeat myself over and over and over and handle a woman, yeah, that's going to be a no-go. That's going to be a no-go. Now, at the very beginning, when you meet a woman, you want to set boundaries and expectations from the very beginning, right? From the very beginning. There needs to be clear-cut boundaries that you need to set as a man. Now, if she colors out the lines, for, so to speak here, yeah, you may need to tame to a degree, but you're within certain boundaries that you've set from the very beginning.
Man, I'm 27 years of age, and I just feel like my life is worthless. I just feel like I'm failing at everything. Like, I was homeless last year, and then I was able to get out of that situation. But now I'm just hit with like more hurdles that I'm not even coping with. And it's just like the pressures of being a man in this generation. It's just so hard because I want to be able to achieve success. I've got friends who are going on holidays. I've got friends who are starting businesses. And I'm like, my life is nowhere. I'm struggling, and it's like, I'm not trying to compare my lives to other people, but I know 27 is young, but I just feel like I'm 27 and my life is going nowhere. I just feel worthless. Like, I feel like I should have never been born because, man, it's like I just want things to get better, but why does it seem like in my life everything just always has to go bad? everything always has to go bad. I just want to become successful, but being a man is just also so hard because you want to have a successful life, and it's just like, because as a man, we're not born with worth. We have to create our worth, but I just hate how, like, this is. I don't know if any other men can relate, but man, my life is going downhill.
Let me know what you guys think about that. I mean, he touched upon it a little bit in regards to him not comparing himself, but it seems like low-key kind of is a little bit. You got to run your own race. You have to run your own race. You can't look to the left. You can't look to the right. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know what opportunities they had, what advantages they had. You don't know if they had, cousins, aunts, uncles. They were given $100,000 to start life, perhaps a home, right? These are real things. These are real things. And you don't know what they have from what they don't have, right? You got to run your own race. You can't compete in the Victim Olympics. I know it's hard, even for me personally. I've been homeless before, twice. Okay, once at 4 years old, going to the food bank, sleeping in a homeless shelter, and then in my early 20s, sleeping in my car. Okay, I've even had an accident where doctors told me I would never speak again. So I understand the obstacles, the grind, the struggle. I get it. But you can't be a victim, right? You can't have a victim mentality because it's very easy. It's very easy to kind of fall into that trap and say, woe is me, right? I was given a bad hand in life, so I'm cooked, right? It is what it is, and I'm not going to come out of this, and I'm just going to be a victim. And I'm just going to, bury my head in the sand, so to speak, and call it a life. And it's like, nah, you're only 27 years old, right? You have loads and loads of time. Somebody that's 37 would wish that they were 27, right? There's somebody out there that would wish that they were in your shoes when it comes to your age and the amount of time that you have, right? Perspective is everything.